somebody who actually found the evidence, and you can see it on YouTube right now. Check out the channel Jomboy, Jomboy Media on YouTube. Breaks it down perfectly. You can see it, you can hear it, you can feel how the whole situation played out for the Astros in 2017. Let's talk about it with Jimmy O'Brien from Jomboy. Jimmy, thanks for coming on the program with us. Tell us what you found.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I found that the Astros kind of cheat with videos, and not to say they're the only team doing it, but I think there's a reason they're the only team being outed by others, and I don't know what that is, and I'm really curious to find out. I don't know if they're so blatant about it or they're so arrogant the way they go about it, but it's pretty clear. If you go back and watch any game at Minute Maid Park in 2017, in the later innings, you will hear banging before off-speed pitches, and you won't hear it for fastballs. And it happens too quick for it not to involve technology, especially with no runners on base. It has to be a camera that's looking, because how else could they get the simple sign? And some people want to say, well, maybe he was tipping his pitches. You don't have 100% accuracy with a guy who's tipping his pitches. You do when you have a camera looking at the catcher's fingers.
Jomboy, does it bother you, or do you say all's fair in love and war?
No, I love picking up on a pitcher's tells. I think that's part of the game. The Astros did that with Glass now, and I applaud them for that. Like, that's good baseball. That's fun. But sticking a camera on a catcher's fingers and then having a guy in the hallway with a bat in his hand, think about that guy's job. That's kind of funny. He's just there with a bat all day, just all right, one bang, two bangs, and doing it. Like, that's not in the nature of, like, good competitiveness in any way. So I really think that they need to clean this up. I don't think they will have harsh penalties, but it would be cool if they had a harsh penalty, and the Astros would have to fall on the sword, and they'd be the scapegoat and the guinea pig and made an example of. But let's put an end to this, because it kind of sucks for baseball.
Well, the Red Sox and the New York Yankees were also fined for lesser infractions, but still related to stealing signs in the 2017 season. Of course, it's the Astros that won the World Series that season, and they were fantastic at home in the playoffs, 8-1. What they're saying is that they didn't do it in the postseason. Did you find any more evidence than this one at bat? Did you find anything in the postseason or other instances yet?
There's. I put that on Twitter, and underneath it, I put a string of other home instances in 2017. I was doing it late last night. I'll continue to do it because I've been told to continue to do it by people who want this story to change things in baseball. And I've been told that to check the postseason and an ulterior method, because they couldn't hear the bat banging because the crowd was so loud, and maybe watch the batter's eyes and see where they go before the pitch is being thrown. So I'm going to get into that. I'll have some fun with it and become a little internet detective here before I move on. But it is the off season, so I have time to do this.
Told by who, Jomboy?
I can't say that, but this is high up, and there's a lot of people high up that are really upset by this and really happy that it came out and the video's out there, and that people hate the Astros, man. I don't know why.
Well, that leads to my next question, because to have, the Athletics pitcher now fires, it's rare for a guy that benefited from it and was on the team to be willing to call them out. What does that say about the Astros, and what do you think? Is there any kind of, snitches get stitches retribution for fires among baseball players?
I would guess so, yeah. But Farquhar went on the record as well as an opposing pitcher saying, yeah, definitely something there. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure a lot of teams do this, but it's interesting why people are just ready to make the Astros the big bad guy within baseball. There's got to be some attitude, or they're doing it more often or more in your face than others. You know, when Pineda had the pine tar back in Boston, the Red Sox were like, that was too obvious. Come on. Maybe that's what this banging is. They're like, you got to be a little sneakier than this. But I don't know why the Astros are the only team really getting this out there. I don't know why Fiers were on the record, but he seemed to not like it at all. And I don't know. It's pretty damning.
It is. Talking to Jimmy O'Brien, Jomboy Media really did some excellent detective work on this. I took it a step further, though, Jimmy, and I looked at road-home splits for the 2017 Astros. Here's what I can't figure out. They had a 5-point better average on the road, 11 points better slugging percentage. They hit more home runs, 16 more home runs on the road than at home, and that's a hitter-friendly park, and 10 more RBI on the road. Almost every offensive category was better for the Houston Astros on the road that season. What does that tell you? Are they bad cheaters, and what do you think Major League Baseball should do?
Well, I think that tells you they're a good team, and they probably don't need to do this. And it's not really the results that are getting them in trouble. It's just the actions. In the video that I showed, Gaddis strikes out, but you can hear the banging. It's clear. And I think there were reports that some players liked it and some players didn't like it. So I don't know about those road home splits. I don't know. They have to benefit from this at times, and it seems clear they were doing it. So I'm not sure what to make of that. But they are a good team. I'm trying to take that away. They have a lot of really good players. I don't think baseball is going to do anything, man, because baseball doesn't do anything ever. So it would be cool if they kind of said, enough is enough. We're going to tighten up the rules, and we're going to put some harsh penalties out here. I don't think anything should be rescinded just because I think that doesn't help anything moving forward. Who cares? But I'd like MLB to come out with a firm stance. I don't think they will. I think it's going to be we'll keep it in-house and maybe some fines.